Every Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is anybody
Anthony
out
Show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank and Christina Carter. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank and Christina Carter. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's when we can kick every Tuesday. Everything is going down. Every Thursday. They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends, the Roy Anthony Show. It's during the week, homie. The Roy Anthony Show. What you listening to? The Roy Anthony Show. Come on and get a tap in before we gotta tap in. What you listening?
What it do? What it do? What it do? Hey, once again, this is comedian Roy Anthony. Thank you for timing in to the show. This is Thursday, June the 23rd, 2022. I am Roy Anthony. My co-stars will be popping in any second. Big Hank, Christina Carter, Joi Towner. Sometimes Miss Brenda Brown will be coming in. We have different ones who like to come in. If you'd like to ever come in on the Roy Anthony Show and have a conversation with us, just give us a reach out on Messenger or Facebook or send an email. You can always reach me at royanthony@royanthonylive.com. I never really put that out there like that. Thank you for joining in on the show. This is the Woe Entertainment, which was created by Richard King, aka Redneck Pimp, along with the co-creator Goose, along with our social producer, True Warrior Blue Phoenix, Athens, and then our sponsorship through Matthew Brooks. And then we have our good friends, the BB Nation, the VRS, the Long Beach crew, the Mississippi Memphis crews, especially the Kansas City crews, all the different people around the U.S. and different countries be chiming in. Sometimes if you don't catch the show while we're going live, you can also catch the show by looking at the returns, the recordings, which is on Facebook or YouTube. Sometimes I'm out in areas where the lighting is good. I do want to always try to make sure that our show is consistent. And the thing I like about my show is I be having people ask me, will I do my show there? Can I do? Yes, I can. We're getting a lot of stuff taken care of, especially through the Roy Anthony Show, working with our crews, along with the Woe Entertainment, which we're working on getting some stuff really accomplished. I really want to say that. I also want to let everybody know who's chiming in and those who want to look at the video. I want to give this promotion out for Miss Brenda Brown of Sauced in the City. You can please look them up on Facebook. Sauced, that's SAUCED, in the city, in capital N, then a DA, then a city. They're having a very big event, which is Miss Brenda Brown's birthday on June the 24th. Now, if anybody in the Vegas area, if you would like to go to the spot, it's going to be at the Vegas Theater Company. That's at 1025 South 1st Street, Las Vegas, Nevada. 89101 is the zip code. And it's 9 p.m. Tickets are $25. They got a lot of special guests, music, comedians. They have a lot of celebrities, and they have a lot of different sponsors. So if anybody's in the Vegas area, or you headed down there to Vegas, you probably want to try out her, check out the major birthday show that she's having down there. A lot of celebrities from all over the U.S. has been flying in to her show. Let me bring in my co-star right now. What's up with you, Miss Christina? How you doing?
What's good?
Boy, you look like you in the psychedelic. What's up with you today?
I don't know why my thing froze like that.
Yeah, it's
I need to go
free.
out and come in.
You look like you like look into my eyes and I'm
Let me try to go out and come back in. I don't know why
okay
it
for
froze.
sure. All right, got you. That's our one of our guests, Christina Carter. Um, I gotta announce that there's a lot of stuff that Roy Anthony was booked, and I had to take care of some major stuff, especially for Hollywood. And I won't be able to attend Mrs. Brown's birthday bash. And it kind of made me feel bad because I had all intents for the past month or so to go to her bash, her birthday bash in Vegas. I'm telling you, if anybody who wants to do anything, you're going to be in Vegas, especially for tomorrow night. You want to go check out the birthday party. It's going to be at the Vegas Theater Company at 1025 South First Street, Las Vegas, Nevada. That zip code, in case you GPS in it, is 89101. So it's starting at 9 p.m. Vegas is 24 hours. So that's like any other city, that's like 6, 7 p.m., 9 p.m. starting in Vegas. So it's about to be a very good show. I regret that I cannot even be there, and I want to be there, but circumstances have me tied up. So, but I wanted to promote it out, especially all the talents that's going to be down there. I want to network with a lot of the different ones, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to attend. And as my different folks is coming in, I just still wanted everyone to go. If you're in Vegas area, tomorrow, June the 24th, they having a very big birthday bash celebration, and I was promoting that out because I had gave my word that I was going to be there, and if something did come up, I would be acknowledge it. So now it's on tape. It's saying that Roy Anthony will not be able to appear is because I have a major, not saying that isn't major, but on a personal side, as far as the comedy industry that I'm in, I'm taken up for, I had to go do this other scenario which deals with multiple lives that works with us, our careers. We work on television sitcoms as far as our synopsis. And I tell anybody, if you have an idea like for movies, television shows, anything like that, what you need to do is before you start telling other people about your show, before you start telling them about your idea, the best thing to do is write it out and submit it. You can submit every um, type of idea to the Writers Guild. And when I say the Writers Guild, that's for like copyrights. Now, there are some people who you can mail something back to yourself. Don't open up the envelope. We used to call that a poor man's copyright. But I would tell anybody, if you have any idea of a show, a production, a movie, before you share it with other people, make sure that you secure it for yourself. And that way that you're not going to be, it's not going to be stolen from you, it's not going to be cheated from you or anything like that. I suggest that to anybody. If you have any type of and what you want to do is, if you have a storyline, write it out like it's a book report. You write out your intro. The meat of it should be what was happening with the situation, how the story's going, what's been happening, and then you have your conclusion. You can write it in 3 paragraphs and then submit them, and that way you have a copyright of your stuff. So sometimes you can give an idea to someone, and that person could be talking about it to someone else. Then they run, and next thing you know, you saying, you be like, hey man, that's like my show or something, you know. And I want to tell everybody, always be secure. Don't worry about what naysayers go through or say. I get this a lot. Being Roy Anthony is sometimes it's like, let's say for instance, all right, I'm a stand-up comedian, so other people base my stand-up comedy on like, oh, do you know Kevin Hart? Do you know Mike Epps? Do you know such and such? Well, sometimes in those type of situations where I'm not a person who's going to sit in the audience and watch other comedians, I know of them just like any other general public person do, but I'm not affiliated with them like that. The track that I have covered is a track of my own. You know, it was for myself, my life. You know, I don't jump when somebody else says fraud. I go by the spirit that helps me and is done right for me. Now, the word tells us there's a time for everybody. I've never got envious of people that I've known who've seen them get a start of their career in the way that they want. You know, I've never knocked anybody for that. I knew, like I said, I knew when Cat Williams used to go as Cat in the Hat, and which rightfully he did once he got into his movies. He changed it, you know, Kerrigan came under this name Cat Williams, and I never have ever envied and stuff what he accomplished and stuff. Matter of fact, I looked at him as, okay, if I keep working as hard as he did, and I seen, because I used to work at his comedy spot. I was green and he was a veteran, and I seen him work. No matter what I see in the public and everything, a lot of people, he could probably just, you know, he could care less, but I've seen his work. You can't come up with a comedy skit and just think you're gonna go in front of a bunch of people and just come and just be like, just talk stuff, you know. I look at Dave Chappelle, I look at let's say Steve Harvey, and there's D.L. Hughley and Ricky Smiley, all these different comics. It doesn't project me to go up under their wing. I'm an individual, and I believe in myself, and I believe that there's enough room for everybody. You know, I don't like when people try to count somebody else out. You know, you don't have to think like that. You know, let me bring in one of my co-stars. She just came in. And so what's up with you, Miss Towner? How you doing?
Hey, boo, how you doing, sweet face sugarfoot?
Hey, I'm so blessed. You know what I'm saying? Even when it looks worse, I'm at my best.
Always. You looking
You
good,
know.
baby. I see you.
Hey, thank you. And you know what I want to say? Oh, wait a minute, Big Hank just came in. What's up, bro? How you doing, Big Hank?
Hey, what's going on, Roy? What's up, Joy?
What's up, Hank, baby? How you doing, sugar?
I'm good, baby. I'm good, man. Everything's ready. What we talking about, man? What's on the agenda?
Oh, well, right now I was just scuttlebutting it. You know what I'm saying? I picked that up and watched, listen to the country music, and scuttlebutting means
Y'all just scuttlebutting.
Like
y'all just down there in the back country, just scuttlebutting around.
Well, I've been doing this. I'm learning how to talk to all, you know, and intermingle it. You know, I want to say, Carl just came in. Dean said, "Hey, Roy." I said, "Hey, what's up with you, Dean?" Carl Lewis, and these are the BV Nations, and I know one of our guys, Athens, he's out here in Cali, and there's a lot of networking, y'all. We do now. Carl said, "Hey, bro, Andrew, what's up, brother?" Carl Loomis stopping by saying hi, jumping off, man. My work takes both hands, laugh out loud. For sure, man. I appreciate that. Dean and Carl know each other and stuff, because this is the guys from Oregon. This the BV name.
Come on, man.
You know. Yeah. What you say, Big Gang?
No, I was just saying, come on, man. They followers, man. They out there check us out.
Yeah, and what I try to do, like, if people support us, we support them.
Yes, sir.
That's what networking does.
Yes, sir.
You ever try to do business with some people and you got an idea, so you need this guy and you need this guy, and so you tell this guy, and I'm telling who I'm involved, and they be like, well, have him call me.
Yeah.
So then I call the other guy, and he's like, well, have him call me.
Yeah.
See, now we got an ego situation. And I mean, for real, this happens, especially from our past.
Yeah.
Who might I'll call you both and put you on a three-way.
Yeah, how about that one? Yeah, how about that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Yeah.
You know, because look here, we have this mindset. Excuse me for the lighting, y'all. I sat in a different part of the room, and it was getting hot, and I didn't want to add air seat blowing, so I came in the area probably looking dark on one side, looking like Two-Face. On Batman, you got the dark side and the medium dark side. Yeah. But Joy, I want to say something to you. I've been watching your videos on Facebook. And I'm gonna state this. I had never seen nothing of you until you've been on our show and you've been putting up these little videos. So one video, Big Hank, she's standing up there and showing how she's standing. You know, you like, hey, ain't gonna hold me down. And I'm not lying, it brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah. A happy tear, though, right? A good tear.
Yes. Now I'm gonna tell you why. It was a happy tear, but this morning I get a call from one of our constituents in Overland Park. They headed to the hospital. The doctors and called them to the hospital. Okay, their uncle was diagnosed with cancer, so he's been in the hospital and they've been treating him and stuff, right? Well, his wife loves her husband. He's been very demandful, wants her to be there all the time and everything. So she hadn't been taking care of her own self.
Right.
And had a massive stroke this morning. Now they giving up on her. They said her brain has been hemorrhaging.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And so they called the family out and it called me and said, please. And I said, I put out, you know, as thuggish as I am, everybody knows I say a prayer on the drop of a dime.
Right. Quick
out in the hoods and everything, bro. Like, man, Roy, cats do it on purpose. Like, man, Roy, remember that? I said, man, come on, we're gonna say a prayer right quick. Because I can't do nothing for you properly. No. Physically, if I can, I would.
Right.
But it made me understand what you've came through, Joy. Because they said that it was a hemorrhaging of the brain and stress and not eating and all that. And then her organs don't want to breathe. Shut her organs down. And I just said, you know what? I was looking for Joy to come in. I knew Christina was just in, but someone was messing with her camera. She was in and had to pop back out. But I want to say, I understand even more, Joy. I even understand more, Big Hank, because me and Big Hank has been shot. But when the man had the gun facing at his head and the gun clocked, and the Lord Spirit said, boy, I'm gonna slip you away out of here. Now, you know, stop me if I'm wrong. You know the thing I pay attention to? You could be in a fool and try to go back there and retaliate and do all types of stuff. But as we see Big Hank now, there's that song comes up, A Change.
Yes, sir.
When I say our show is about a conversation of humanisticness.
Come on, man.
I don't care if we cuss or something, as long as we say, because when I get emotional, I may cuss. But I tell people, stop looking at the forest. You don't see the forest because you're looking at one tree.
Right.
Stop listening to one word and hear the discussion.
Right, the whole conversation.
Yes. I'm bringing in Christina. What's up with you, Christina?
Girl, you over there looking real diva-ish, real pretty, girl. I see you.
How y'all doing?
What's up, Christina Carter?
What's good? What's good?
I see you, man, with that bright red, man. That bright red shining.
Shining like a star, honey. Shining like a star.
What that you claiming, cuz? I'm banging on Christina. You Cleaned up good.
She over there bicking back being booed.
Yeah. And you know, I can tell Christina when when things is going well, her demeanor and everything. Look how cool and calm and collective she is.
Yeah, man, yeah.
I seen her post.
She got that chill factor.
All her babies was at home.
Man, they was having a good meal too.
Now you seen that chicken?
You see, now, I said the same thing. That gravy, chicken with the gravy on it. Man, I need a piece of that right now.
About 3 or 4 times, bro. I looked at her picture. I ate some McDonald's yesterday. I'm like, man, I had to figure it out. I seen all that chicken, and I said
the same thing.
Serve this.
I said the same thing. And then,
I went down to Mississippi with biscuits.
It was some mashed potatoes, I think. Wasn't them some mashed potatoes? I said, what the hell is them? Motherfuckers look like they was whipped with the thing you mix the cake with and shit.
Yeah. Hey, wait. Dean said first. He said when he gets emotional, he said he ended up in Facebook jail. Because he don't put it out too, and which is what they really the social media is for you to get and see how other people think.
Yeah.
Either they agree or they don't. You know what I'm saying? Facebook shouldn't have to measure you up for your emotion.
No.
He's gonna put you on Facebook jail because you said something. You know what I'm saying? I done told Meta, you can kick me out. My world was going on before Meta.
Right.
Yeah,
on after Meta.
Yes, sir.
I know that's right. Dean said, he said, hey man, he said, I like chicken. I like gravy.
I like gravy.
Man, if you look at that picture she got, Dean, boy, I can see myself sitting in Mississippi, in Clarksville, Mississippi, with a plate of that chicken with some biscuits. I was practicing that. I was like looking at that shit. That shit looked good. That shit looked good. I said that woman said she was happy. I was with you. Hey, you got me feeling hungry now.
That shit looked good. I don't know what you did to the mashed potatoes, but I want you to do the mashed potatoes for me. I've seen them motherfuckers whipped up. I'm like, it ain't a lump or a bump or nothing in them motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers was whipped.
Yeah, it sure was. And you know what, man? I'm you know what I'm looking forward to is that we all have get everybody, us, the Woe Entertainment, the BB, if there's a way we can just all come, forget the social media, having some food like what you had, Christina, if you can cook that for like 30 or 40 of us, drink. Big Hank gonna bring the herbals.
I got the herbs.
We can make that happen because I cooks too. I throw down. So
okay.
I throw down on some soul food, but I'd rather provide the liquor and the ice and stay out there and talk. And so makeshift comedy show. I'm for real. The BB Nation, WO, all of us for real.
Yeah, and the Roy Anthony show. Let's go.
You know,
yeah.
I'm for real. And we come together and have
Let's get it.
Look, I purposely went down to Clarksville, Mississippi, because I wanted to see Christina in person at her home because I you know, and I'm asking God to keep providing us with more income coming in because we're gonna be able to do a little bit more. He said, I burn Raymond, but I burn Raymond, but I can drink some beer, laugh out loud. Yeah, I'm like that country song. There's a country song I fell in love with, y'all. It's called Pretty Good at Drinking Beer. I may not be good at this, but I sure may not be good at that. But I'm pretty damn good at drinking some beer.
Hey, who was that? He said he burned his ramen up.
Yeah, Dean certainly.
That's hard to do, my nigga. They don't even burn ramen in the pen. That's hard to do, burn ramen. Shit. It's hard to burn some ramen up.
Well, look here, I burnt the boiled egg one time. It was my accident. I put boiled water and egg, and I went outside and got into an animated conversation and talking.
Fucked around and forgot about the egg. That's what happened.
Yeah, I walked in the house like, why is it cloudy up in this month? I'm like, oh. the egg done broke open and the
inside brown. The inside brown. I don't like brown. I don't like that brown one.
I'm like, wow, it made my house laugh. Open up the window, made it smell like burnt eggs in there.
Yeah.
But You know what, man? I said I was not going to go into this weekend of thinking bring up negative stuff. There's so much
Come
negative
on.
stuff that I could bring up, but I will say this. I didn't understand what the January 6th committee was doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
We always get the stuff from what we hear from the news, and even I don't even like the media, but I still have to go to them to find out fact. Dean
Right.
said, I don't have a real long attention span, so I started and forget about it while I'm doing something else. I think they call it adult ADHD. Hey man, it's just that we got stuff on our mind that's more important. Some people who's a
That's
cook
all.
can stay with the cooking,
Right.
Sometimes you got to have a people who cooks, and then it's a person who just consumes, drinks
Yeah.
and beer. But I was looking at the January 6th, man, and what it is it was a coup. They already knew that they
Man,
were going
yes.
to lose, but the regain, and what gets me is, I'm like, what they think this is Roman Greco times? Let me kill Julius
Yeah,
Caesar,
and
and I'll be over the kingdom. They took up a ploy, huh? What you say,
you're right, man. They took up they really just they took a lie and ran with it. You understand what I'm saying? And tried to convince the world that they wasn't lying. You dig what I'm saying? They tried to convince the whole world that they wasn't lying and that the world was a lie. That the people that was taking the test and counting all the votes and all them was the liars. That's what they was trying to convince the world, that the people counting the votes was the liars. We not lying. We telling y'all the truth. But I gotta give props. I gotta give props to Mike right now.
Oh, wait a minute, your camera stopped. Your camera stopped for a second. You said you was giving props to who, Big Hank?
I got Pence, man, because Mike man.
Your camera's sticking, Big Hank. We lost Big Hank for a second. Okay, he gonna come back in. What you think, Joy? Oh, you on a meeting? She on a meeting, y'all.
No, I just realized I was muted.
Oh, no problem. We go through that all the time. Trust me, we have been through that. But go ahead. What was you?
No, I was really saying, which part would you ask me to what I think about? Because I was still stuck on the stroke part, the hemorrhage.
Oh yeah. You talking about from
earlier? Right there.
Yeah, I sent my prayers and condolences. You know what I asked was the lady a good lady? And they said yes. She was there for her husband. That's what caused it. She was putting away about her own self, needing to eat, needing to sleep. She's probably sleeping about 15 minutes and making sure he was all right,
You're saying a really important thing right now, though, because that's what caused my stroke, was stress and not taking care of myself. And I was only 31. But you're making a valid point that I want to make sure everybody understand the importance of self-care. You can't take care of nobody else without taking care of yourself first. Because if you don't take care of yourself first, you're going to find yourself in a position to where you have a stroke or you die or whatever the case may be. Just know that it's very important that you always put yourself first, because if you're not healthy, you can't be there for nobody else to take care of them.
Yeah,
so that's
extremely
important.
Yeah. What about you, Miss Christina? Oh, she's about to say something.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, the screen is kind of freezing up. I don't know why, but that's most of my issue is stress. And it's nothing that I'm doing about myself. It's about everybody else. Sometimes you have to rethink things and reprogram who you hang around and who's causing you the stress.
Yep.
Sometimes we are the reason for stress because we are in control of what we cause the stressors.
Yeah.
So the main person who has the ball in their court is us, ourselves. Yeah. But we are so quick to try to make sure everybody else is okay. Just like sis said, We so focused that we pay just as much attention to we do to other people. If we care about ourselves just as much as we care about other people, then it'll be better.
Right.
But we tend to do that.
Yeah.
It's
And
so
Dean,
cool
I want to tell Dean, we're gonna get back to what Dean was coming up on about the Capitol. We went back to the about the stroke, and then we're gonna come back about the Capitol for a minute.
I'm sorry, Dean.
Oh no. And I'm glad that he got a valid point. I'm gonna make sure we play that. I'm gonna tell someone. I've seen people. I had one of my brothers who could work decent job, but when his daughter's birthdays or something's coming up, he gotta go out there and get his fast money, and next you know he ends up in jail. And I told him, I said, man, how do you think you helping your daughter when you end up in jail, and now you're gonna miss the birthday and another birthday because you in jail for a year or two? Instead of being patient, stress will make you do things uncommonly than what you would do normally. Yeah. And that's nothing but the spirit of the enemy. Now, he said it's all good. He said, I type slow, laugh out loud. We all right. You all right, Dean? Because we sure want to put it on because I want to.
We love you, Dean.
Yes. And one of the things, and you said it, and what you said, Joy, and what you said, Christina, is what our government needs to hear. Okay, I was reading where President Joe Biden told the Republicans, oh, now you blame me on the gas. Really, the gas companies are owned by Republicans. They consider they're Republicans. Most of the gas productions, I just want to state that. And they saying that because he went over here against Ukraine and all that, and he like, wow, now you're trying to say you didn't want. The thing with me on this is where I tell you about the president. It's the point of being the president. Like people was making excuses for former President Trump that he had the wrong advice. Hold up, you're a leader. I wouldn't listen to Dr. Fauci. I'm not going to shut down a country with 35 million people because 300,000 people done died. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. If you're a leader, there's certain decisions you got to take, which may not be beneficial to some, but it's in the long run, it's trying to help all. Mm-hmm. Now, our president now sends all this help to Ukraine. $500 million. One time I seen, I'm like, wait a minute, man. We got a lot of homeless people. We still got people who's hungry in America.
I was just finna say that. Like, I ain't against y'all helping other countries, but we suffering right here in our own country. So how you going outside of your country providing for all these people and just giving zero fucks about the people that's right here in your country?
And what really gets me,
I just said that yesterday.
When the Republicans and the Democrats, I can show you a text. I don't know Chuck Schumer worth man on the moon, but yet I keep getting text messages from him. Hey, we need your help on the Democratic. You asking me for money? Let me give you some advice.
Right.
See, Dean said, I don't support entering the Capitol building at all, but I will say this. If they stayed outside and protested, I fully support that. Amen.
Of course.
The Democrats are scared to death Trump will run again in 2024. Why would they keep this January 16 going almost 2 years after Trump left out? I don't think it's about Trump, Dean, about the 2 years. The thing is, they're using that, but to me, all these scapegoats, let's talk about the people. Like he said, he don't support running the Capitol. I don't support running that.
I don't either.
My family and generations, we've been through the shit dealing with America's laws and the politics and police and stuff, and policing and everything. Richard Pryor and them said it. My white neighbors, you don't have no problems with the police officers. They live in your neighborhood.
Hey, Officer Timpson, how you doing today? Nice to see you, sir.
But when they come to us, they come to our neighborhood, they think it's us against them. That's what they teach. I can't stand that saying in America, us against them.
That's stupid.
As hell.
And look at us. It's a panel of black people. We still, that shows we forgave. But if they constantly keep bringing up the ugliness that rears from the past, and it keeps coming up and keeps coming up, I can't help but say, because like a doctor, if you got cancer, you got to go to the root of it. You can't just cut off the tip of it. It's going to keep coming. Then he said everybody in the beginning of the fuel price increases said the president doesn't control the fuel price. Chuck Schumer told Trump to do something about the fuel price in 2019. Biden said what he said yesterday, and fuel here dropped 18 cents overnight. Let me tell you something, man. They got natural resources. I've been hearing this since I was a kid. And so why is the gas prices going up? Well, the natural resources got to save it for. They talking about kids way past. Why do we got these old people in the Senate running a nation that's basically made of 65 and younger? You got Mitch McConnell. How old is he?
89.
Why do they think that they know what's good for America? Look, we got so much. We got all this. Now all of a sudden it's a war. Okay, former President Trump did take advantage of TikTok. To me, I felt like he was trying to be as transparent. You know, I didn't hear this from the other presidents. I don't salute none of them. You know why? Okay. I'm going to be just like this. When President Barack Obama came in, now I tell people I can be swayed, Democrat and Republican. I'm not neither one of that, because I did vote for former President George Bush on the second one because I was making so much money. He messed up at the end by going against Saddam Hussein instead of not going against Biden. I mean, not Biden. What's his name? Bin Laden. Then I did vote for it. The first term, I tell everybody this, I voted for Barack Obama because he was black. The second term, I had to pay attention to him because it wasn't working out for me the way I thought it was.
He said shit didn't get real.
It didn't get real.
And Mitt Romney didn't have nothing that was making me convinced to even think his way. I do know that. It seemed like they wanted to be us united because everything Barack tried to bring in, they was counting down. That's what they said. But when former President Donald Trump got in, I said, damn, he had that much power. If my company goes under, it goes under. We bailing out with taxpayers' monies. We bailed out major corporations, and blacks were still in a worse state than it was. Now, I'm going to give out a fact, and I'm trying to figure this out. Why is there more jails created under Democratic rule? People forget it was Republican that freed blacks. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. He was not a Democrat. He was not over there with Jesse Jackson and all them. Jesse Jackson, to me, showed the division when President Barack Obama, he was on the side. They taped him. I cut his nuts off. Why would you say that? And you was working with the man himself, Dr. Martin Luther King, talking about, I have a dream and there's freedom. But you over there, now you want to cut this man's nuts off. I see the comedians out. So don't, they tell me this and that. All these cats is bogus. They're puppets. We need to concentrate on our city councils in the city that you're in. You need to make them work.
Yeah.
We need to protest around their homes. Yeah. Because me and Big Hank did a show where the charters can be changed by the city council and the mayor. How many black city council people? I know more black city council people, and I found out you sit up here sitting by me in church talking about, oh, these terrible ways, these terrible times. But if you go to work, is that right? Sitting up here crying, you just as fake as what these people saying is a bad. Oh, we want to stop the steal. We need the defense lawyers take $240 million. And can't find no evidence. He could have gave me $50. I found what he needed to find and say, hey, sir, but he didn't want to hear the truth because the word of God. So Republicans supposed to be based on God. That's what the difference between Republicans and Democrats. Republicans believe that God should be in politics. Democrats believe it should be a social thing. You cannot tell me, oh, Republican, we're God, and you want to take
improvement.
Yeah,
huh?
We're gonna get the right race in here. It's really gonna be ready.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
All right.
Christina, you just having a personal conversation with someone.
I was checking on my client,
No,
y'all.
I'm just teasing with you. She was like, hey, bring me back some Kool-Aid. Look, and everybody look into history. Now, the thing is, we should be tired of it being black, white, Asian, whatever. I was on the show. I was commenting on Rednecks and Commander show. Their show come on after Tuesday. So I go on their show because they support us. I watch theirs.
Right.
And Redneck said, you know, he's half Native American. And he said that they don't like to be called a certain name. Like, especially they don't like to be called savages, but they don't like to be called indigenous people. They said somebody came up with that, and they in the right spot to put that. I don't like to be called African American. I'm an American. Who came up with that was one of them fancy ass motherfuckers who think they know everybody and shit. Because come around Christmas time, people want to do the you by God, whatever that is, and stuff like that.
I personally don't like none of it because I feel like it's just a way to keep us separated. It's segregation. We all just people. Why we just can't be people?
Look, I'm an American, and I told him my family roots go all the way to the American Revolution. I found out that some of my folks was kin to Crispus Attucks, who was the first person who died, who was a black man in the American Revolution because he didn't want to pay the tax tariffs. What? Man, oh my goodness. I thought it was terrible when Kamala Harris is the vice president. If y'all are California residents and know how we feel. You know what will blow everybody's mind if Candace Owens ran for president as Republican won. I'll vote for her. Hey man, the thing is that Candace puts a lot of energy into denounce the blacks. I don't mind if you bring it up what's wrong here and you right there, but when you're constantly trying to, she lost me when she spoke horrifically about Mr. George Floyd. I can't stand that. You look at someone's background. We're supposed to say, in God we trust, but every time somebody do something, they want to say, oh, well, he was a thief and he did this at one time. What does this have to do with him being a victim at this time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
But
that's not nothing to do with the other.
Right. And that's how
I was a thief before. I stole when I was 17, and I stole because my daddy was a crackhead and I ain't had no clothes and I needed pennies and bra. So people don't understand why people do the things they do. So you shouldn't judge them based off their past. We all got a past. We all did some things we're not proud of, and that's just the basis.
But they always, what you say, Big Hank?
I was gonna say what you just getting ready to say. They always do that when when they see you trying to excel, especially us, they always try to bring, well, he been to the pen, he didn't been to the what that got to do with me now, though? You dig what I'm saying? So if you don't keep bringing up my past, you're gonna keep bringing up my past, man.
Well, they call
it don't dictate who I am.
It's called depicting the character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's called depicting the character and stuff. Christina.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you got something in the background? Something?
Hold on. Let me turn this volume down.
Okay. This one gets me, and we're where do you live at? In Vegas, Joy?
No, that's my second home though. I live in Colorado Springs.
Oh, wow. So you in Colorado?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm in Colorado right now. In Colorado.
Yeah.
In Colorado,
there. I'm gonna tell you something. I lived in Colorado Springs for like 4 months, right? I lie to you not, man. That first week killed me because you drink one can of beer and I fell sideways. I got, man, for real. We was shooting some basketball and I found myself breathing hard. I like, ooh, dude said, we got some beer. I drank one kind of beer and fell sideways, bro. You got to get used to that climate.
You gotta, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was like, man, what can of beer? I went to stand up and went sideways. Like, okay. Dude said, you got to slow down here, bro. You're a mile up before sea level.
Yeah, the turn up is definitely real out here.
Yeah. I sure did. It rained every day, and then at 3 o'clock, it would look like it never rained. And I was like, okay, this is crazy. And them Colorado police don't play, boy. It seems like every city I've been in, I've had to have a whole bunch of cops come at one time. Now, I always get up, but one cop like said something. I said, man, I'm not into all that. You better find out who you talking to. What? You heard me. Next you know, like, okay, it was just a conversation that went bad. But
no.
I can tell y'all some stories from there. But look, if we as blacks and we love our white neighbors and our black neighbors, our Mexican neighbors, I seen it with Big Hank. It's actions. Why is it that we have people who get in these type of like I heard the reporter tell LeBron James to dress dribble.
Yeah, just dribble.
Yeah, now I'm explaining to you, right? She was wrong with saying it, but you cannot make a certain amount of money and think that you're a leader of blacks.
Right.
That's where the problem falls.
Yeah.
If you wasn't in studying about how to be, you know what I'm saying? You know, I haven't seen him say a set speech yet.
Not a whole speech, not a whole sentence yet.
I mean, I really have you. Somebody correct me. I would like to address everyone about this, you know what I'm saying? It's different sending a tweet or something. We got homelessness out here in Los Angeles. I seen they bought a new mansion for $36 million. I understand what you're doing in Cleveland. I understand that. But right now, blacks make up 13.5% of the population, which is supposed to be over 312 million people. We make up 30, so that's about 42 million, let's say it like that, of the United States. And then next thing you know, we got more millionaires and billionaires throughout the history. Now, who am I gonna blame now? Throughout the history of the United States, Big Hank, we have more millionaires and billionaires than in the history. I just seen a rapper sign a $10 million deal. I ain't heard a song from him yet. For real, a $10 million deal. Money's out there. But we don't know how the infrastructure can work together. Then when something falls astray, we want to point our fingers at the white man did it. White. No, he didn't, bro. Now, when you got millions and we could have worked together. I see that man, Benjamin Crump, going back and forth. If you become a lawyer, I'd like to work for his law firm because he's going to keep you busy. Look here, I want to be able to sit with my neighbors, white, black. I do it with redneck. I go down there watching the deer and the antelopes play, literally. They just run around flonically. Like when he's ready to eat, he don't just kill them. And food is running down. His wife has a big garden and everything. Raymond Trueblood said, good day to you, bro. See, we have to talk real. Now, a lot of the politics and separations happens in prison. The jails keep that up. They keep a lot of division up. Asians and Eastern Indians is part of the blacks. Whites is with the whites. Then the Latinos is broken down because if I'm not mistaken, the Nortangos, which are the Latinos that grow up towards the Bay Area, is with the blacks. But what is it?
Serrano.
Yeah, they the Latinos that's raised in LA. Then you got the Paisas, who are the ones from Mexico.
Yeah, over the border.
Yeah, and people don't understand how they keep this politicking up. Because the more division, the more they can say we need it. We never once on this show said let's defund the police. We never agreed upon that. We've always felt that the money should be where you educate them. I think every officer should have an associate's degree in humanity, in
Yep.
socialism. You
Take
know,
interpersonal communication. Take real classes to help you learn to deal with the public.
exactly. If it takes 12 years for a lawyer to understand law, you can't give a man a gun and a badge within 4 to 6 months to tell them to carry out the law.
Enforce the law.
Yeah, enforce the law. He doesn't know the law. He just know I'm going to bust head. Well, I have a problem with that because I'm not into getting my head busted.
Right.
I'm not a deer. Animals don't have a gun to shoot back.
Right.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Did I didn't mute you, did I? I'm sorry. Did I mute you, Christina, or she did her own?
She did when she went to go fix
hear us
the
crushing them chips. I'm doing the sound effect for you, Christina. You put that chip in your mouth.
I'm trying to get this lunch in, honey. These chips. I was just eating some chips, but I didn't.
I know we just teasing with
you. It was doing it on his own. Like I see y'all after y'all talk, so it's doing it all day. I don't know why it's doing it.
Oh, it's all right. You know, we got a lot of people be jumping in and they paying attention to us. They constantly flagging. Facebook now is constantly flagging redneck in their show. They show little TikTok, whatever, and that's our police officer commander. But I tell you, I watched the show. And BB Nation, I listened to their show. On Wednesday nights, they do the it's called Hump Day Hangover, you know, which is rock music, and then Friday nights is rockabilly. Now, I said I'm not gonna be a slave to my culture. Can't nobody tell. I love my hip hop. I'm a hip hop almanac. You can quote a song lyric, and I can tell you who did it, what album, and all that. But I needed to advance myself to learn more about my America. America is not just based on R&B and rap music and hip hop. It's also based on rock, country music. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna be honest about myself. I have never. There's only been one rap album I ever bought, and that was in a Major Way by E40. I always dub mine from somebody else who has it.
Right.
Right.
I got mine off LimeWire when that was a thing back in the day.
Yeah, you feel me? These rappers are rich by our white constituents because they will line up in a line at 4:30 in the morning to buy your album.
I just want to know why rappers make more than teachers. That's what I want to know.
I just told you away. I just seen a rapper I ain't never heard of nothing. He just signed a deal for $10 million. And I'm like, I ain't heard a lyric or nothing.
Yeah.
That's the crazy.
Man, the world got it all upside down, George. They got it all upside down, man. They got the whole thing twisted, man.
And see, well, the thing is, then what he just said, I totally agree. If it was like that. Because I put out a survey to everybody, and I asked this survey going, again, Big Hank knows, I've been asking you, any of y'all, anybody listening, anybody, ask anybody this question. In all the times of your life, and you had a traffic ticket or knew somebody had a traffic ticket, and they had to go to traffic court or something, did anybody there get a life sentence or a death penalty?
No.
Okay, I'm saying this because Dean made a point, and he said the fight is absolutely right. But when we have 600 blacks that's been murdered since 2017 through our presence for unarmed traffic stops, you have taken out the hands of the courts. I thought he was reaching for a gun. He hit the cell phone. Well, I thought he was reaching. Here's a piece of paper. Oh, what? Bam, 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 bam. Now, in the military, they train you because, look, they had to go into different cities, and they can't just shoot an innocent person. That's a war crime. You got to know by instantly. Oh, they ain't no threat. Oh, they are. That's a threat. They not no threat. Ooh.
Right.
You can't get that when you stop the person itself and you know it's a threat. If I was El Chapo, you think I'm stopping?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call Eduardo on them. Hey, the police are chasing me. I need you to cut them off.
Nigga, who you gonna call? Iguano?
I'm calling Eduardo and all them. So I'll go up, Bob. I'm gonna call Eduardo and all them other cats with the Tito name. Pluto, I need you to come. The people trying to take me in.
And he said, Iguano, come help me, Iguano.
They be like, who's Iguano? Somebody been there. Samuel Guapo got them.
That nigga said, nigga, I don't care who come. Eduardo, Iguano, I don't care. Somebody come help me, man. It's El Chapo. It's El Chapo.
Because you gotta ask who you think you stopping. This wasn't in one cities across the United States. Right. I found out in my United States, they got these areas called sundown. I said, what the hell is sundown? But did you know that there are cities that blacks and not be called out as sundown? What's the police enforcing this?
My daughter just told me about that.
A truck driver just got, they said, you better get up on that sundown. Yes, in modern time, sundown. Please tell you, better not be called out there. It's sundown. What the shit crazy?
We need to all go. We need to all go out there at sundown. Shit, all of us. Let's go. Fuck it. Let's go to sundown at sundown.
But see, you know what? The Lord said, don't try it. You feel me? Now, as far as like, you know that the Lord will deliver you. You don't walk into a lion's den to prove it. I'm wondering why if these police, you kill 600 unarmed people. You can't go into a school and fight and I see you walk child molesters to the car like, hey, come on now. Like, one of the white guys killed the whole church members and the police took him to Burger King.
McDonald's, yeah, Burger King.
What the fuck?
Remember the guy who went in the church and shot those black folks?
Yeah.
They took him to Burger King before they took him to jail. What you want, to make Well, I know you got to be hungry, boy. You put your work in.
South Carolina.
Where you was moving that trigger finger, you got to be hungry. I know you tired.
You're gonna get your big Whopper combo. And so, because that jail food ain't no good.
They didn't whop out this nigga a double Whopper before he went.
Hey man, they caught this one dude who was a serial killer dude. Caught him in the woods and after doing a chase, they gave him bottled water. So I know you thirsty. Hey man, let me tell you something. Now, Dean said, I never understand why people run from the law and fight with the cops. Like, just take the ticket and deal with it in court. There was a guy here a few months ago, tried to back into a cop in the Taco Bell drive-thru, ran from the cop, wrecked his car, got away with his gun, and the cop shot him. Why? Just dead with the issue when it happened. Now, he's dumb. Yes, he's dumb. For one, it sounded like you had a warrant, and you knew you had a warrant, but you're going to go to Taco Bell. You must have heard that. You ain't seen the commercial when they hear that. They stop.
Yeah, that's a Taco Bell. That's a Taco Bell commercial.
You have warrants. Yeah, he started to get people do that when they know that if the police search them down, you're going in. Back in the days I used to have warrants. I am not coming out.
Right. That's because you was smart though. You knew
real.
Your ass outside.
I did. I was disguised like a mug for real. I was like Sherlock Holmes. It was COVID. That for real. I was so undercover, bandana wrapped down and stuff. I got a pair of shades on, but one of the lenses off. We looking for intelligence, brother. I'm walking through the neighborhood like
you can't be Roy Anthony. Shit. You can't be Roy Anthony.
You can't be Roy Anthony.
A pair of shades in the one of the lenses out.
Roy Anthony got a college education. That can't be him. I know that ain't him with them fucked up glasses on.
And he said, how does he walk? He said, he usually walks like this, but this guy's walking like. But this guy's at Taco Bell. And then when he seen that the police said, oh, he's like, you ain't gonna fuck up my burrito. And panic, when you panic, one time the police called me. I had a warrant, and I told the police I wasn't about to run. I don't never run from them because I'm scared they'll shoot you in the back.
Right.
I'm gonna try to put my Mac on it. Hey man, you know what? I was gonna take care of that. And for real, if you can give me a cite, I'm gonna go that too. And said, oh, it's more than you can cite me. Oh, well, I guess I'm going in, man. See if somebody can watch my kids. Oh, you want to let me on go? All right, cool. For real, because Dean, what you don't understand is that those are certain situations, yes, but sometimes all cops isn't like that. I've dealt with cops that didn't have no sex that night. Probably ain't had enough for a week or two, been eating donuts, drinking coffee, and smoking weed, because weed makes you eat up all them donuts. And now they got that sugar high with adrenaline, with no pussy. Now all of a sudden, I'm like, man, for real.
Like you in trouble, find the fuck out.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all. I did this one. I think might have been 2 times. The police can't catch me if there's only one police in the car. So he tried to pull up and jump out on me. And say, "Oh no, nigga, I'm gone. No, nigga, you can't do that." I was like, you ain't got no head. He tried to jump back in the car, come get me. By the time I was gone, that was it. Sorry. One police in the car, I'm taking off. I'm gone. You got to try me on that one, man. And I was running from 3 strikes too. I didn't want to do the 3 strike thing, so that's why I was running. Now I don't run at all no more because I ain't got no trouble. I ain't doing shit. But back then, yeah, I took off.
I sure did. Look here. I was at an after-hour joint at these people's house. They would shoot craps and everything. They had illegal liquor and everything. And so the gambling was upstairs. Yeah. It was all these, it was a pirates den. They were shooting craps at an old pool table and everything. And I happened to go downstairs to get a drink. And it was a back door by this kitchen. I was pouring me a drink. And this older lady was looking out. She said, "Who's that come? I see some flashlights." So she opened up the back door just in case. All of a sudden, boom, police. I'm behind the lady. Me and her running. I'm trail about 200 feet from the house. She said, "Stop following me, motherfucker." I'm going. She went to the right and I went to the left. But we was out of that mud. I left my car around the block. I circled around 4 blocks before I came and crept to my car.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was looking at the one dude. I'm like, damn, I left my $10. I had him faded. I seen him being walked to the police cars.
You can keep that 10. You told him he could keep that 10?
I said, keep the 10, I'll be back. I knew he had his point. But when the police came in, I seen him being walked out by the police. I'm like, damn, I had him faded.
You can have that 10. Man,
yes, and like you said, Big Hank, after I cleaned myself up, I made sure I didn't have no warrants. I don't have a warrant now. I'm gonna tell you
I ain't got nothing.
That I did something and people probably won't do. If you unquestionable about a ticket or anything, go to a police officer who's around your neighborhood and say, "Hey, can you run my license for me?"
Run my name.
And one time I had a little $2,000 warrant. He said, "Oh man, you got a little something like this." I said, "Can you cite me out for it so I can show?" And he said, "Yeah." You know why? Because then that 2,000 comes up when it comes off my record once I went to the court. And that's what I did.
Good.
Now,
look.
When they ask me something, guess what? I don't answer no questions. Dude asked me because somebody said KC. They said, "Who's KC?" And dude rolled up on me. He said, "You know KC?" I looked at him. I didn't say no or yeah. I was KC, but he only knew me as Roy. You understand what I'm saying? My license ain't Roy. But my point is, me and Big Hank been stopped by the police. We didn't get shot. We didn't go to jail. It was my fault. I stopped on a track. I stopped on some tracks right by the police officers. They was on. They like, yeah. And this
nigga don't see.
Did I break off?
Hey, the police were like, "This nigga don't see us sitting right here watching motherfuckers park on the track. We waiting for the." That nigga pulled right in front of him. Here I go, sir. Right here. Right here.
When they put on their alarm, did I take off any part? I stayed right there. We was right by the freeway entrance.
Mm-hmm.
He came us. I said just like this. Hey man, you know what? I was wrong. I thought the traffic was proceeding, and I stopped. I made a grand mistake. That ain't gonna happen again because I'm putting my life on the line. I understand that, sir. And he said, and then I told me and Big Hank as radio MCs, I had to put that on. We're out here to come do a show. Now,
We
usually
going to
they ask anybody in the car in California, or
right.
anybody here on parole, probation.
Roll. But
I was letting them know, sir,
that radio show host threw them off. You understand what I'm saying? He said, "Yeah, we headed to the radio right now. We the radio show host." He said, "You guys are?" So yeah, he said, "Look, guys, take it easy, slow down. Don't be, motherfucker, let us go, man."
Yeah, because look, I admitted my wrong. I didn't come to him like, man, what the fuck you stopped me for when I know what I stopped for.
Right.
Yeah.
If we know the laws and don't give them, you know what I'm saying? If your tag's expired, don't drive your car.
Right.
I don't care how much Susie may want to give you some ass. Don't drive your car. For real, people will do. Men have done things to go get some ass. Just be honest.
Say, to be fair, men do the most stupid shit because they be the one got to go get that snap. That snap.
That's what I'm saying. I seen a dude was hiding out. They told him, "Don't come out, man. You know the police looking for you." The girl said, "Hey." Not only he stole his neighbor's car,
what the fuck?
And drove over.
That's that pressure. Get you
Wait a minute. One of the kids had left their phone in the car, so they did the phone finder. When the police knocked at the door, his girl coming up with a sheet around him. Huh? You want who? How'd you know he's over here? Well, he stole the neighbor's car and the baby's phone was in the back seat.
Dumb criminal.
Right, the dumbest.
You don't need registration to walk to Susie's. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But we did some stupid stuff. Sometimes
Susie come pick you up.
Let me tell you something. I stopped a dude. I used to know a lot of high-profile dope dealers. I never sold dope. I never ever, for real, God's my witness, I've never dealt with the crack situation. I was a weed runner. And in some states, me and one of my friends, when we was teenagers, we was like Dukes of Hazzard. Kansas was a dry state, and Missouri had liquor to sell one, and they didn't sell liquor on after 10 o'clock on Kansas side. Saturday nights and Sundays they didn't sell liquor at all. So we would run liquor for your events. So we had 7 or 8 different bridges that we can come across. I mean, for real, we're gonna inflate the prices. Or you need a 50 gin, that Tangy Ray, or some of that bumpy face. We got it for you, right? Okay, now, when we have done stuff, all of us admit it, we have done stuff that not right, and God provide us to be here. Mm-hmm. Because I admitted my faults and my mistakes. I did stuff that I shouldn't have did. I thank God I never sell crack. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody because I did worse things. I had never killed nobody, even though I felt like I understood what Tupac said. I'm not a killer, but don't push me. One of the things is we never control our emotions, and we want to blame everybody else for the situation you have put yourself in.
That's true.
If you high school years, 17, 18, and 19, and you want to smoke weed, and yes, it's fun because you laugh, you're already goofy, so you're going to be relating that as a good time and everything. But that doesn't last continuously. This is not a Chicken Chong movie. You got to live a life to make a movie like Chicken Chong. Mm-hmm. We have to be real with each other. Now, do I? Not so. Anyway, I had some partners, and one of my partners who's a dope dealer, I come over one day, and he wanted to make this one dude an example. He owed him like $60. He was talking about snuffing the dude, and I said, man, why would you kill him? And he owed $60. I said, hey man, look, you can have him working as my man Friday. Have him work the chores off. He said, what? I said, have him come in, do the house chores. And and the idea was so powerful that the dude did it, and it became a regular. As far as for real, but
Yeah.
it was for life. I can't say, you know what I'm saying, because we got treacherous with ourselves, and our enemies see that.
Right.
The love of money was the root of all evil, not having it.
Mm-hmm.
Big Hank got money now. Wasn't able to get it.
Run me some, Big Hank.
Man, I don't know what he talking about. I don't know what he talking about.
Well, not money, but I didn't say wealthy. I see Big Hank in a nice house. When Big Hank was running the game out there, I didn't see him buying no house.
Sure wasn't. As a matter of fact, I was living in my car. I was living in my Cadillac, nigga.
You just had a car stolen, and it was fully covered. You said we fully covered, and they ain't found our car in 21 days. They got to give us another one. Isn't that what you said?
That's what I just said. Yes, sir.
Had that going on like that when you was out there in that game?
No, not at all. Nigga didn't even have insurance on the Cadillac that all sleeping in. Nigga, shit.
I paid a guy from State Farm to give me a fake one and stuff just for the police show me. Here you go. No, that if I hit myself, you think you're gonna get paid?
Hey, listen, y'all was talking about the pressure that thing put on them dudes out there. I'm gonna tell y'all this story right here, man. Listen, when I was out there, I used to pimp hoes, and I used to jack tricks, and I would jack dope houses. So sometimes we go up in the dope house and jack cats. So look, we go up in the dope house, we jack the dude, and get away. Okay? One cat caught up in some other shit, but then we ain't gonna say nothing about it. But me and this nigga, we got away. So I said, cuz, we gotta go lay low. Let's go get a room, nigga, go lay low. We got all this money in this dope. We get there to the room, boom. All count, separate everything. We get 16 apiece. I get 8. He get 8, 9. It was all kind of stuff, right? So we finally counted up, get all the money, and then did I get stuck again? Oh, and then the nigga said, hey man, I gotta go find my girl. I said, nigga, you don't gotta go find your girl. Your girl know where she at, right? We just did a robbery, nigga. We just did a robbery. Man, this nigga wasn't gone. Nigga wasn't gone 5 minutes and got shot by the nigga who we robbed. You hear me? You understand me? Going to get that.
Yeah, Dean said he understands you too, Big Hank. Dean said, what's he gonna do? Call the cops because you stole his dope? You feel me? But see, what he's saying is, Big Hank said wisdom.
Yeah.
Once you know you did something, you gotta take the sacrifice and lay low.
Lay low, nigga.
The women to make
some people want to celebrate. I can't do this without my girl.
Right, that part.
Let me tell you something. I could be married with 8 kids, and if I got away with like a big old bank robbery and stuff like that, and they's like, "Don't you go home?" Look, they gonna find me somewhere in Greece wearing a robe like I'm Plato or Plato and all them, right?
Plato.
I big old beard and everything. For real. Don't you got a wife and kids? Who?
You say my name's Caesar. My name.
They got a little. I got a money son trusted over to him, but I don't know none of them cats.
That's right, man. That's right.
Yeah,
yes,
fake that's what gonna do. They're gonna be all
different. Christina?
You gonna get one of them male wigs that they be doing, them male installments.
Man, all that. I'll tell you who I look up to. You know my hero, my outlaw hero is? For
who
real. It's a lady too. She's been my outlaw hero for over 4 years now.
Who?
I mean, it ain't no country, ain't no rapper, ain't none of that. Martha Stewart. I love Martha Stewart.
Me too.
Hey, they said either you're gonna pay back this 60 million or you're gonna do jail time.
Going to jail. She said, yeah. Or you gonna tell on the people that helped you get that? She like, I ain't telling on nobody, nigga. Give me where my cell at.
Yeah. Right. And wait a minute, they told her to forfeit the 60 million or do 6 months because she did some inline trading. She like, man, she was in there walking on cash.
She know what's
She's talking about how she was scrubbing the toilet with a toothbrush and then kept the toothbrush and made herself a little shank just in case. But they said she was in the cell house like Oprah Winfrey, and you gonna get 10,000, and you gonna get 10,000. And then when she got out, CBS sent her a limousine. She met up with Snoop, and they was at the show about to cook up. I ain't never seen that when they really cook.
Blowing big.
Hey, I want to go on that show though. I want to go on that motherfucker.
Me too. I look here. I am a big Martha Stewart fan.
Let's make it a thing, Roy and Joy. Let's make it a thing.
But see, I don't, Snoop would be like, "Oh, you trying to take me?" I ain't trying to step on your toes, man. I'm just saying she's a hero of mine.
Yes,
I see what you've done, Snoop. I'm in Long Beach. Every time
yes,
somebody
sir.
find I'm from Long Beach, Snoop. No, I
That's
do.
right.
Snoop lives in Chino, but I do. He put Long Beach on the map around the world because no matter I deal with anybody from around the world, UK, how you're from Long Beach, Snoop. No, I do not. African
sir.
dude like, oh, Snoop Dogg from the Long Beach. No, I do not. Big Hank.
Yes,
Big Hank living in Long Beach. You know Snoop Dogg?
No, I do not, sir. No, I do not.
No, I do not, sir.
We know of him.
That's my folks. I just seen him around, been some spots where he done been, all that. You dig what I'm saying? We just ain't,
Yeah, I
it's
give
the
him his
homie,
props
though.
because
That's my homie, though.
and but we can't expect one person, and that's what a lot of cats think. When you got a
I
lot of
can't
money, they
I
think
can't
that
call
person's
him up.
supposed to be trying to help you.
No, I can't call him up right now. Nothing. No.
No, neither. But I
No.
tell somebody, look at him as if he can do it, you can do it too. There's nothing stopping you.
Yes, sir.
He
Yes,
may
sir.
not do it in his grandeur because he's been in the game for a long time. You can't come in the game today and think you're going to get to his level.
Mm-hmm.
Got to put in some work.
Shoot, VIP Records done went out before Snoop.
Got some time and some more shit to get where he is.
I don't think VIP Records there no more, right, Big Hank? On
It's there. It's there. It just ain't like it big like it was with the
yeah,
thing on top and all. Yeah, but it's there still.
But you
It's
know
still.
what? I thank God for him.
Yeah,
My heart sympathized for him because when he lost his mother, I sympathize with anybody who lose their parents. I don't care who you are.
yeah.
That's a struggle.
But we keep on pushing. So good. Look here, man. Good people. Oh, I want to say once again, I told everybody I was about going to Vegas, but certain circumstances is preventing me from doing so. But I want everybody to know that if you are in Vegas, tomorrow, January the 24th, they're having a big party for South Tennessee with Brenda Brown. That's why she has been. It has gotten big too. They're going to be at the Vegas Theater Company. That's at 1025 South First Street, Las Vegas, Nevada 89101. In case you're doing GPS and you need the zip code, the ticket starts at 9 p.m. Tickets are $25. In Vegas, it's 24 hours. So, and they got a lot of celebrities. I unfortunately I won't be able to attend. I don't think Big Hank is going to be able to attend.
Yeah, I can't make it either.
They got a lot of guests and everything, but I wanted to take the time to. I said at the beginning of the show, I'm saying it towards the end of the show. Give her shout outs, so anybody in the Vegas area can say, hey, I will. Unfortunately, I won't be there. After I told her about a month, I would. But, circumstances did show up. Got a lot of respect for her and everything. Love you, Big Hank. Love you, Christina Carter. Love you, Joy.
Get off.
Joy.
Oh yes. Go ahead, Christina.
Joy, go on YouTube, and it's a lady called Melanie, and her song is called Pressure Baby. We interviewed her last night on the Fleet Conference, and that song, you tell me what you think about it on the next
Well, bring her on and let us hear the song. What's it called? Pressure Baby.
It's called Pressure Baby. And
she on YouTube?
Yeah, she on YouTube.
Okay, her name is the song is called Pressure Baby.
Melody, like Melody or Melanie?
Melani.
Melanie. Yeah. Melanie, that's just her name, Melanie?
Yeah, that's what it says on the YouTube.
Okay, y'all, we can still support this. Everybody, y'all look up Melanie, and the song is called Pressure Baby.
Yeah.
Okay. If you can't get her up on here.
It's a new women's anthem, girl. You need to.
Okay, but that's how we do. Because Big Hank, they part of the music group.
Yeah, I'll send y'all the link, and you can add it to the next music that we do, Roy. It can be on there.
Now I play it out. I play it out on this show. She gives us the permission. We have to do disclaimers. And so Big Hank probably don't know that every time we do the rounds on Monday nights, I play Y'all Not Ready by the Grammys. That's my starting song. Like when my man say, "Are you ready to rumble?" I always play "Y'all Not Ready." Go to the track. You can listen to them. It's on Spreaker.
Yes,
Every time I start the rounds, I play "Y'all Not Ready" and I do my little commentary on there. And so
that's what's up.
Only be killing me. He said, "Ready? What you mean they're not ready? Man, we ready like a turtleneck sweater."
That nigga Mosey. That nigga Mosey.
Yeah, man. And so Monday night, third round, country, outlaw country versus punk. I'm gonna tell you, man, it's kind of 2-0 with the country, man. I found there's some songs. I'm not lying, man. This shit is hard, but I fell in love with Pretty Good at Drinking Beer. Look that up.
Hey, I fell in love with AA. Go look up AA.
AA. Okay, got that. Okay, so we got Pressure Baby by Melanie. Country song called Pretty Good at Drinking Beer. And then you said AA.
AA.
Okay, bet that up. Hey, good peoples.
How you spell AA?
Really? Wait, before we leave though, y'all, let me tell y'all, I got an accomplishment because I like to share accomplishments because that's one of the things that we just need to start doing, elevating each other that way.
Right.
Last night I just published my book, self-published on Amazon.
Okay.
Turn up, do great things. Yes.
Why you wait till the last second to talk? Well,
because we've been talking about real shit. I had to let the real shit be said.
That is real. Your shit is real.
That just means we ain't necessarily got to close right now. Y'all be trying to get off the goddamn line. Stop trying to.
We got to
be an hour show.
So he got to get on. We got people.
We'll talk about that next show. How about that? Now you know what's that.
What's the name of it? What's the name of it?
I need you.
What's the name of it?
We're gonna talk on this book.
What's the name of the book?
Fight lives inside the heart of a fight lives in the heart of a survivor.
Fighting lives in the heart of a survivor.
Fight lives in the heart of a survivor.
That's cold. That's cold. I like that.
Like our associate producer, Blue Phoenix, she has stage 4 cancer, and this whole network is her keeping it work, but she has to go through so much changes, and she fights it all the time.
Yeah.
For real. If you met with her, just like yourself, that book sounds inspirational.
Yes, it does.
We got to bring that on too. We usually last an hour. Our show is supposed to be an hour. Even our producer, he just showed up at 11:21. Here's the head producer, Big Gang. Look, he just said, "See y'all." We an hour and 21 minutes into the show.
Redneck Pimp.
Yeah, Redneck Pimp. Look here, man. Some of them wants to come in. I'm gonna bring them in too. I hope that Dean will come in Tuesday. I want to show some of our I don't want people to think, oh, it's just a black panel. We've had whites on there. We have some Latinos. We can have some Latinos and all that. The thing is, it's a conversation.
Right, not a confrontation.
Yeah.
Right.
And I love all y'all is inspirational. Christina, keep doing that. When I come back down there in Mississippi, you better have that chicken like that for real.
That's right. Better have it.
I'm doing it with the kids and all that. I'll be like Richard Pryor, big hey. They kids be like, Roy, could you pass shit? I ain't pass shit, nigga. You did. Richard Pryor said, I ain't pass shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they gonna be like, I thought Mr. Roy was cool. Yeah, I am cool, right? Anyway, hey, looking forward to them. Come up to Colorado Springs. We got to, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the push I've been telling Redneck that we need to, even you, Big Hank, we need to start visiting other places. The show was made while we do the show like this, even though we were put in the studio, is that it can become live wherever we at.
Right.
Christina has held the show down, and she's in Mississippi.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been with Big Hank over at Long Beach. We can have you hold it in Colorado Springs. But what I want to get to is where the group of us, we can pop over. Somebody wants it over at their house.
Well, y'all, I'm telling you right now, my doors is open. So bust a move and come to the Springs. Dorado is waiting on you, boo.
Okay,
let's make that.
Y'all heard it. Y'all said I'm looking forward to meeting your little sons too, for real and stuff. What they 9 and 11?
They are 10 and 13.
Oh,
wow,
that's perfect. Oh,
yeah, they ready. They ready.
This is no ready joke to use in front of mama and what joke not to. I'm gonna be able to tell. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this joke. I'm tell your mama not talking. We got you.
They're gonna be like, my mama jokes worse than that.
Dean said that he likes exactly. I love the fact that I can pass the comment, don't get hate for it here. Everyone learns from conversations. Exactly.
Dean.
Absolutely.
My guy,
Every time I see Dean, I be doing like this. When I see Dean's picture, I be doing like this. You know what that is? That's that ZZ Top on. You ever get that of a sharp dress, man?
Right.
I think we said at one time when we get in trouble, we'd be like, "What would Dean do?" And that's what we said, Big Hank.
Yeah, what would Dean? That's right. Yeah, when Roy wasn't here, that's right. What would Dean do?
And look, I always get, even our producer sometimes hates on me. Look what he writes on there.
Roy
sucks. You already knew that's what he said. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. That's because I feel I want to say this, him and his wife was having their 20-year anniversary. You know,
wow.
Big Hank, I wish y'all could come down. They're going to have it like Woodstock at their spot, July the 23rd. And I'm celebrating Shelly because I know what she's had to go through.
Messing with him. Yeah, messing with Redneck.
Yeah, red, real. Shelly ain't no joke, though.
Yeah.
She tough, bro. Believe that.
I know she is.
Cold as hell, the beard keeps my face warm in the winter. That's what Dean said. He said, hey, man, it's all cool because I ride with you and drink. I got partners got the long beards, long hair. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Measure on that.
Man, come on, Dean. That beard scare half the other people away, man. Now we good. Let's go, man.
You don't know. Why didn't call
Let's
me?
Get it, Dean.
Dean be hanging out the window all like this. He be on the passenger side window. Hey, let your beard get all that. For real.
Yes, sir.
Big Hank, if you smoke a blunt, Big Hank a constant. You be already buzzing Big Hank. He keep doing it. Big Hank had enough.
Like, nigga, it's only me and you. It's only me and you. Who else I'm gonna pass it to? Nigga,
no more. Good stuff. Anyway, hey man, I love y'all.
Love y'all.
Love you too, man.
Have a blessed weekend. Please pray for me and I pray for y'all.
Y'all too.
And everybody, Dean, you always on my prayer list. You feel me? And she said, Christina, find her on Facebook.
Got you.
Okay. God bless y'all, man. We out.
God bless y'all. Love y'all. Back.
Jesus is real.
Jesus is real, man.
Thursday.
Hey,
Tap in.
is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is anybody
Anthony
out
Show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in.